The only thing this week that was sort of, on my television radar for the US was the return of Series 6 of Game of Thrones, which proceeded to break Sky Atlantic's viewership records. It was simulcast at 2 or 3 in the morning with the Americans, and then you can obviously get home and watch it at 9 o'clock on Sky Atlantic.
Well, you could have watched it any time after that.
Well, that's right. That's how I did it. I actually woke up early Monday morning and watched it. This first episode has been described as a little disappointing, but I think it's more a set-the-scene episode. If you're a fan, you know that the first couple of ones are like that.
Certainly 1 in 10 of each series are set up and, where everyone is at the start and the end of the season, isn't
it? The kind of major, I won't go for 2 minutes, there's not really spoilers if it's been shown, but Jon Snow is dead. There really was no end to that, to speculation, but his body has not been burnt, and he's still technically in the show. He must be getting a nice acting credit for lying there, old Kit Harington. They ended the Dornish plot a little bit by surprisingly killing off Prince Doran and Areo Hotep.
Your favourite, Luther's wife was there.
Yeah, Luther's. The big news at the end, really, or the kind of big reveal, is that Melisandre is actually a very old woman. She took off her necklace, which is allegedly her glamour, although she has been seen before without the necklace, and revealed herself to be a 400-year-old woman, which has caused a lot of controversy and speculation about who she actually is. Book people are speculating she could be any number of old characters, because, of course, there's a massive history in Game of Thrones. I think overall I was okay with this episode. There was good scenes, there was enough fighting and controversy and stuff, and there was enough setup.
I like the bits with Brienne of Tarth and Sansa and all that.
Although, as someone did point out, what happened to the hounds? She killed 5 men, 1 got away with the hounds. Seems a bit weird. But hopefully that will be explained in the next episode.
Well, someone needs to go back to the person, don't they, and go...
Well, that's right, go back to Ramsay Bolton and say, and then he'll be fed to those same said wolves. And I think the best line of the programme was Ramsay Bolton when he found out that his girlfriend had been thrown from the castle roof, and after delivering a lovely eulogy about her, said, just chuck her to the dogs.
It's one of those shows where there's so many, and I suppose in a way it's like a lot of the other H's, like The Wire, for example. You have so many characters in that. It was hard to focus on one person for too long.
And I think that's the hard thing, is that they've got so many different plot lines and everything that, even next week's episode, the previews for that suggest that we're getting more characters back, like Bran and some of the Greyjoys, and, you're going to get lots of plot lines, and then it's all going to be the next sort of 6-7 episodes, them all coming together and, interacting, so... I
think that's why I find it hard to watch one after the other, if you know what I mean. That's why I often do 2 or 3 at a time.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't know if I'll keep going with this series at episode by episode pace.
You might sort of save 2 or 3 up and have a splurge. Yeah. That's fair enough.